look, if you have a dream, like, you can do it. Like, if you create it, I don't care how old you are, you can really think about if you want to write a book. Ebonie showed you can write a book. If you want to be in movies, I can show you can be in movies. Whatever I think it has to be whatever aligns with you, whatever you love. If you sit in that and get quiet and still enough to listen to what's been probably speaking to you since you were a child, you can do anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, please bring him on right now, Mr. Gerald Webb. Woo! Good morning, Gerald.
Good morning. It was early when you sent that email or that text, so I can understand why you didn't remember when I called you back.
I'm glad you called me back. Thank you, and thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you.
We was watching a couple of your videos of different movies you've done. You've done a lot.
Yeah, I've been busy. I don't know what it is. Maybe somebody else is more talented than me, but I feel like I'm only going to be successful through quantity. So I got to just keep pushing, we come at hustle mentality, right? You just got to keep going. Went from acting to being a casting executive to being a producer. Now I've directed last year, so it's kind of like keep pushing, and I really can't complain. I've had a pretty good career, so I can't complain.
How long you been doing this?
I moved. Well, I've always been a performer, but I moved to LA in 2006. So I've been hardcore working as an actor and a producer since then.
Oh, wow. So what's the biggest thing you felt like you've done, biggest film you think for you personally?
Well, it depends on the area. So like as a casting executive, I was involved in the first 3 Sharknado movies. So those crazy movies with the tornado full of sharks. And that kind of broke the internet and changed the world. So that's probably the biggest from a pop culture standpoint. But, I just like the challenge of creating new art, right? So, I'm inspired by Ebonie, who's, 12 years old and has 3 books out like that. That's like, I've been thinking about writing a book for 25 years. Okay, right. Stop around and start writing, So it's not a matter of what's the biggest. It's just the genesis of what's the next challenge as you grow as an
artist. That's beautiful. So did you start out as just an actor? Or were you?
Yeah, well, I started out as a DJ, believe it or not. I used to tour all over the place as a DJ. Jam Master Jay, rest in peace, was one of my mentors. I was the DJ I was the nightclub DJ of the year for the American DJ Association. So but before that, I was popping and breakdancing. You know how we do. And I finally kind of made my way onto the TV and film stage.
So is DJ still in your heart? Is that still like a love of yours? Like if you at your friend's party sometime, you'd be like, man, let me get them 1s and 2s.
I still have equipment and I kind of play around in private. I don't know if I DJ'd at a really high level, so I don't want to let myself down in front of a lot of people when I get back on. Right.
Wow. What is your passion though? The one thing you haven't done yet that you really, really, really want to do more than anything else?
Well, the funny thing is I started doing it last year. So right before the pandemic, I directed a short film called Stacks. And it was kind of born out of my frustration with what was going on with the Black Lives Matter movement and how people were treating each other at the beginning of the pandemic. And I came up with this idea and we shot it right before LA went on lockdown. And I really was a little scared to be a director for a long time. And then I got into that position and it was like, whoa, this is really kind of natural. And the project came out great. So my passion is to continue to create overall, but I definitely want to kind of create some new projects. I'm writing a feature now about a historical figure, an activist. So my big goal would be to get that project, done and hopefully filmed and out.
Nice. Did you see One Day in Miami?
I did. I actually saw the play multiple times before I saw the film. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and the movie was great. It was fantastic.
So Regina did a great job directing, Miss Regina King.
Regina is a beast. Don't sleep on her. She's a beast. She should have got an Oscar nomination. They ain't give it to her, but she's gonna get one sooner or later.
Yeah, did she get one Oscar already? She got one Oscar.
Yeah. What I'm saying as a director.
As a director, oh yeah, that would be fantastic. I want to see this piece of video with this piece of tape we have, and then you tell me about it after we see it. Okay. Ebonie, can you run that piece?
Is it?
Don't be smart.
That's why they use head shrinkers.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. Why don't you tell me about what happened?
I ordered my men to perform an extraction.
And it didn't go as planned?
No. We got intel that an American responsible for a string of suicide bombings was holed up in a small house just outside of Moscow. I ordered a covert mission to extract him, an order that I most certainly would issue again.
Soldiers died as a result of your orders?
Wow. Wow. I'm pulled all the way into that. I'm pulled into how your performance is
Thank you.
laid back and steady, you know? It's like me, I have too much energy. So when I'm acting, I'm always out here instead of just internally telling what you did. You told that, man, that was very good. What feature is that?
Well, first off, thank you. It's a feature called Assault on VA 33 that I was fortunate enough to produce along with my business partner,
Oh, nice.
Christopher Ray. And then I also play Gerald Webb in the film. And it's about a Marine veteran who is going to the VA hospital because he's suffering from PTSD. His wife works there as a counselor as well. And as he's leaving, he notices that these terrorists are taking it over. They're trying to kidnap the general that I play. And he ends up kind of as the inside guy trying to thwart these terrorists while the police and everybody else are clueless.
Oh man, I love that story. And look, so everybody said, what a great actor. Someone said you need to come back. We need to invite you to come back and do the monologue. Do you have a monologue?
Dude, I love creating. Let's do the monologue.
You do monologue?
Let me be the announcer. I'll do it like a fight announcer. I'll be like, in this corner, we have Michael Colyar. And then you'll do your monologue. And then the next person will come in. And I'll be
okay.
Unknown, wait unknown.
That's done. That's done. You're going to be the ref for next week's monologue challenge between me and my man. Except that boy's really good. I'm not sure I could beat him, and he had a week jump on me. But I'm gonna work on it all week. Gonna be good next week. But we want you to come and do a monologue one day. Do you do monologue?
Yeah, I would love to do that. I'm a do my work. Don't spring it on me. Give me a minute. But yeah, I'll do it.
No, we're gonna give you several weeks, and then I'm gonna re-invite you to come back and do a monologue because what you did right there was, whew, that was really so good. How you were sitting there and did that. Somebody said that would be fun if you came back to be the host. That's dope. That's going to be good. We're going to do that. Great energy, great idea. Yeah, because, he think he can get out monologue, but he threw down the gauntlet, and he a baby actor.
He said, challenge.
Yeah, he said, challenge. He said, on with it. So who do you want to work with, actor or actress-wise, that you haven't done a scene with? You'd love to do a scene with?
That's a big question. That's huge. Wow, there's so many. Viola Davis is just incredible, right? But I want to go old school. Like, I want to get her because I don't think she's acting. I think she's technically retired, but I'd love to get Diana Ross out of the retirement chair and get her up on camera. People forget how she does.
They robbed her in Lady Sings the Blues. Yeah. Nobody had a better performance that year.
Yeah, I would love to do a project with her and her daughter because Tracy is amazing too. So
Tracy is a beast. Tracy, wouldn't that be great for you to do something with both of them? But they're not related to each other in this, right? In this,
we're all playing parts. Yeah,
all playing parts. Wow, that would be exciting. Do you have a vision board?
I do. I actually, it's like electronic now. I used to have it on the wall years ago when I first moved to LA. Now I kind of have a page, like my desktop of my computer is all, I have reminders of all the stuff that I want to kind of focus on and create.
I love that. I wish you put that on there, that you're going to create a project for you, Tracy, and Diana.
I'm going to pop it on there today. I'll pop it on.
You're such a positive dude, man. Where you from?
Well, I grew up in Philly, right outside of Philly in New Jersey, southern New Jersey. Of course, I live in LA now, but I'm actually in South Jersey right now, taking care of my mom and taking care of some family things right now. But yeah, I'm a kind of a Philly, New Jersey kid that got lucky to be able to move out to LA and pursue my dream. So I'm always thankful for that.
Wow. Well, we're thankful that you came to the show. Is there one thing you like to leave folks with?
Like, I'm gonna just do like Ebonie did. Like, look, if you have a dream, like, you can do it. Like, if you create it, I don't care how old you are, you can really think about if you want to write a book. Ebonie showed you can write a book. If you want to be in movies, I can show you could be in movies. Whatever I think it has to be whatever aligns with you, whatever you love. You know, if you sit in that and get quiet and still enough to listen to what's been probably speaking to you since you were a child, you can do anything.
Yeah, and that is true. I believe it too, brother. So tell people how they can reach you.
They can reach me at I'm at Gerald Webb with 2 B's on pretty much every social media platform. My website is geraldwebb.com. And if they want to check out my short film, stacksmovie.com, you can check it out there. And then Assault on VA 33, the clip that we saw, action movie, comes out in theaters on April 2nd. And then it's 4 days later, it hits digital and on demand, so you can just watch it right at home. But Assault on VA has Michael Jai White, Mark Dacascos, me, a bunch of really cool people in it. So please check it out.
Well, was that a piece of it she was showing earlier?
Yeah, that was the trailer that she started showing when we were in the back room.
Right. I saw Michael on there. Love Michael Jai White.
I'll put it on the page. I'll send you a link to the trailer if anybody wants to watch the trailer.
Oh, fantastic! All they have to do is contact you, and you'll send them a link.
Yeah, and I'll pop it up in the YouTube chat too, so people can just click on it too.
That's beautiful, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, brother. Can you leave us with a woo, woo, woo?
Oh, yeah. Woo, woo, woo!
Thank you. This is Gerald Webb, y'all just saw. You know how to follow him. Please contact him. Reach out. Let's hook up, everybody. Let's hook up. Love you, brother. Thank you for coming, man.
Such honor. Hey, man, I feel a little underdressed. Next time I come on, I gotta get one of them like Coming to America robes with like the lion on. I gotta match the reason of the morning outfit.
You gotta do it. You're welcome to. It's still morning in my house. Everybody else is dressed up, but it ain't even 9 here. I'm still getting it together.
I'm gonna get on them and be like Hakeem.
That's right. I love it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. We go to the same barber. I love that too. Take care of yourself, Brother Webb. God bless you real good.
Thank you so much.
Have an amazing day. Hey, y'all, it's the Michael Colyar Morning Show. Wow.